seen you for a while.
I know.
You grew a mustache the last time we saw you. Long enough for you to grow a mustache.
I know.
Some of the same questions like that we had for Dorian. You're a veteran, obviously. This is your last year.
Yeah.
How do you feel coming out first day of spring, being on this side? I mean, you've been a veteran for a while, but this is ultra veteran, let's say.
Yeah.
How's that feel to come out with a lot of the team being so much younger than you are?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird experience. I mean, like, a lot of my best friends, obviously, that were here have gone, are going on to the NFL or in the draft process now. We talk about Kyle and Greg and those guys and Otito and, so you get to this point and it's kind of weird, like new guys come in, they kind of think maybe this guy's a GA or, is this guy an assistant on the strength staff, and soon enough they realize I'm out here, going out with them. Obviously, like you said, I got a mustache going on. Some of these guys are asking how old I am, whatever. But I think it's just nice to be out here and be able to coach people up. I think one of the nice things is, when you get to this point and you start, if you had so many snaps and whatnot, just being able to be comfortable in the heat of the moment, helps so much. And going through with new coaches and a new staff and whatnot, it's nice being able to have that football knowledge and be able to share it with younger guys, be able to be there for them. Obviously, everybody throughout their process at one point or another was a new guy and they had to learn. And now being in this role where I get to help younger guys, it's just really rewarding, and it helps me a lot too. When you have to teach somebody what you're learning yourself, it helps you learn even better.
How's the transition been going into it's the scheme's a little tweaked, a little bit different than you ran last year. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying new things. Spring ball, putting a bunch of people in. We're not sure, obviously, where all the new guys are going to fit in, how the defense is going to work out with the new staff and whatnot. So we're trying a bunch of different stuff. Obviously, today was day one, so very simple things. We're just flying around. I was pretty surprised how quickly we got into it. It felt like Dorian was saying, like we're in a mid-season practice. Everybody was just running around, going crazy, and the speed was really up. The tempo was up. Throwing a bunch of calls out, going very quickly. We didn't really slow things down. When you have guys on both sides that are in leadership positions on the field, on the team, those guys can kind of rally around those people. And if you have guys on the field, then I think Coach Kelly trusts us to kind of just get after it right away. And so we saw that today. We dipped right in and hit the ground running.
A lot of new terminology or a lot of the same?
I mean, both and neither, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of general things to use in football that you're going to use in any defense, and obviously we're throwing those things around here. There's general pickups that you're going to teach in day one install that you'll teach anywhere else. So we'll see how it goes as spring ball unfolds. But right now, obviously, we're pretty early into it, and we're kind of just throwing everything out and see what sticks.
What are your early impressions of working with Coach McGovern, Coach Malloe, Coach Norton?
Yeah, I think they're all great guys. Been able to be with them for the past month now or so. Seeing them around the facility and whatnot. Obviously, in the beginning, everybody was kind of feeling each other out, trying to get a face to a name and whatnot. But now we're at the point where we're trying to build that trust with each other and getting deeper and obviously trying to figure out the philosophies of those coaches and figure out kind of what their scheme is, what they're thinking. And every coach has a different opinion on situational football and what they want to do in different situations. So getting able to know those guys and see what they want to do helps you on the back end when you're in the game, and you kind of can figure out maybe what's coming when that guy is what he's thinking.
With Coach Norton, when he was a player here at UCLA, kind of a legend in what he's done. Does that ever come up just in conversation when he signed you as a coach, or just what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's a beast. I mean, you talk about total, the UCLA linebacker. Obviously, you think of him and many others, obviously, but he's a total legend, and you kind of got to pinch yourself when you're out here, with a guy like that who's had so much experience. Obviously, balling out in college, the NFL, coaching on both sides. All over the country, and coaching big time guys and the Seahawks and whatnot. So being able to have him out here is a huge plus, and it's going to be great for us. Obviously, we're going to utilize a lot of different guys who are going to be coaching through him, and just excited to have him out here, and really thankful that he chose UCLA. He's able to be back with us.
Did the USC stuff ever come up at all?
Not yet. Might tease him every now and then in the hallway, but not yet. Right now he's a Bruin, and we're trying to keep it that way.
What's the impression that you get from the coaches that they want the identity to be of the defense? What are they telling you that they want the defense to.
Just tough guys, fast, physical guys who are going to run to the ball. I think last year one of the things we really did well was we were able to, all rally to the ball and be able to get there. If you can get all 11 guys in the frame at the end of the tackle, I think you're doing something really well. So obviously that's something we want to carry over. Getting everybody to work together as a team. Obviously that's very general, but and it's a kind of a cliche, but that's hard to do in practice, and to get that thing every single day to get everybody on the same page. So being able to do that and just having great communication and be able to rely on each other and trust each other. When you have a lot of new faces that come in and new switching up and different positions moving around, you kind of have to build up that trust and figure out how the communication is going to work with different guys. So I think that's one of the things early on is over communicating things and just hustling the ball is the two things we're focusing on.
What's an example of a piece of advice that you're giving or you hope to give to some of the younger guys?
I would say just give it your best every single day, and obviously that's kind of a John Wooden quote too. You just give out 100% of whatever you got that day, and if you can do that every single day, day in and day out, then you're going to be all right at the end. And you may not be 100%, but give 100% whatever you got, and that's going to take you really, really far in life in everything you do. Sweet. Thanks, guys.